Hey everybody, I am back with a new art project for you this week and I'm very excited about this one and I hope that you are too. It's a little bit different from the step-by-step drawings that we've been doing over the past couple weeks, but I think you're gonna love it. Typically every school year we get to work with something called clay. Okay, and we build things out of that clay, and we build sculptures or like a little pot maybe, or some jewelry. So we've been making a lot of really cool things over the past couple of years, and I know everyone's probably a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to make it that far this year, but I have an option for you to make your own type of clay at home, and I think you're really gonna love it. So what we're gonna be making today is something called salt dough. Now, salt dough is made out of a few ingredients, and you can even keep it after you're done making it in your refrigerator and store it for a little while. But it's basically like an air dry clay. So you mix the ingredients together, you mix them all up until you get this form of your dough, and then you can go ahead and start sculpting and creating out of that. So just a couple things before we move forward. Okay, you'll want to make sure you have the ingredients that we need as I show them to you very soon here, and you can at the end make something called a sculpture. Now, a sculpture is a 3D object. Okay, it's something that you can set down and you can walk all the way around it, and it's interesting from all sides. Okay, so it's not flat on the table like a piece of paper. It is an object that is three-dimensional. Okay, so if you think of like a statue, for example, that would be like a sculpture. Okay, but there's so many different types of sculptures, and you can make your own out of this dough and decide what you want to create, and that is your choice as an artist later. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have all the ingredients ready to go, and you can follow along as you wish. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my salt dough mixture. My end result looks a little something like this. It fits in about the palm of my hand. You can always double up this recipe if you feel like you want to make more, or just see how this recipe goes and then make more if you decide that you like it. So a couple things that I need to get started. I need a mixing bowl. This is just a medium-sized bowl, nothing too large, because again, it doesn't make a whole lot all at once with this first recipe unless you double it up. I also need a spatula of some sort. This is going to help me mix those ingredients together. And I will definitely need these measuring cups. Okay, I have a 1/4 cup here and I have 1/2 cup right here. So I'm going to use both of those today. The ingredients that we need to put together in this mixing bowl are salt, flour, and I'm also going to be mixing in a little bit of water. Okay, now I put mine in a bowl. You can also work right next to your sink if you would like to. And I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing these things together. Right, and there you have it, friends. I mixed all of my ingredients together and my dough is feeling pretty good. Okay, if you feel like your dough is too dry and you have all kinds of clumps left over, maybe you need to add just a tiny bit more water to your mix. Okay, but don't add too much because it'll get really drippy and it won't stick together super well. Okay, if it's too watery, you can always try to add maybe a little bit more flour into your mix to see if that helps out. But just use a little bit of each of those ingredients at a time in order to find that perfect mix for your dough. Okay, now you can store this dough in your container. Okay, I have a container that has a lid on it, so I will put that on. I can keep it in my refrigerator for a while. But if you leave it out in the open, what happens is that this air, or the air, will dry your dough out on you. Okay, so this is air dry dough, air dry salt dough, I should say. And when you leave it out in the open, what happens is that it'll actually get hard. So you don't want to leave it out for too long. If you plan on using it again, if you want to just play with it and then put it away, you can, or you can make a sculpture out of your dough. So if you would like to make something out of your dough, you can definitely do that, and you can leave it someplace where nobody's going to touch it and where it has time to dry, and it will actually get hard and it'll be something that you can keep for quite some time. Okay, so just like the clay that we use at school, once it starts to dry, you want to be very careful. Okay, like the clay we use in school, it is very fragile, it can break. So anything that you make, you want to just make sure that you're taking care of it, that you're putting it someplace safe. Otherwise, your creation may end up breaking. So you just have to be very careful. Now, if you're going to make something out of your dough, there's a couple different things that you can do. Okay, so first of all, just a reminder that a sculpture is a 3D object. Okay, so when you are making a sculpture out of clay, you are making something that can be viewed from all different directions. Okay, so it's not flat, it is 3D, and you can see it from all angles. Okay, so if you wanted to make your own sculpture, you could do that. A couple different things you can do is roll your dough in your hands. Okay, so using the palm of my hand, I am helping my dough change shape. Okay, so for example, if I keep doing this, I might end up with a ball that looks nice and smooth. Okay, I can also use my hands on the table and I can use them to press on the dough, and it will actually kind of make that dough longer. Okay, so I'm rolling that dough out, almost like rolling out a snake. Okay, and you can use that to change the shape as well. So whatever you want to do with your dough. You can also use your hands to press on the dough and make it flatter, okay, or more flat. If you do this, you want to just make sure that you don't make it so flat that it will break later. Okay, because if you think back to our clay in school, if you make your clay way too thin, what happens is that it cracks easily once you're done letting it dry, and it may break your creation later. So just be careful, but those are some helpful hints for you to go ahead and make your own sculpture, your own project, whatever you want to make out of your dough. Let it dry, and you can even paint this when you're done if you wanted to. If you have any types of paints at home, you can use paint on top of this dough once it is dry. So I really hope you guys share your creations with me. I would love to see them, so send me some pictures after you've made your dough, and I will see you guys soon.